Hey, we're back on.
Nope, I'm fine.
The students decided to stay. We're gonna have a late night. So y'all might want to order pizza. No, we're gonna go through, guys, the next lesson that we have is numbers, okay? We're not gonna do that this week, okay? We're gonna wait till next week because it's pretty intense, okay? Numbers is a long lesson, okay? So I'm gonna go through some of the other shorter lessons, and we'll cover those and then come back to numbers next week, okay? Okay, automatic punctuation, okay? The first letter of a word is a magic spot for total eclipse, okay? If you've moved left or right by word, or if you use hyperkeys, left or right to look for punctuation, you'll notice the cursor stops on the first letter of a word, okay? Whenever your cursor is in the first letter of a word and press the punctuation key, total eclipse automatically adjusts spacing and capitalization if necessary to insert or remove a period or comma, okay? And I think you guys have seen this already, but if you haven't, then you'll kind of and this is where, it'll kind of tell you. So you want to change that to a question mark, you do the shift, question mark, and it changes it. So it already knows. It already knows what to do. So say you have it right there, you want it to be a comma, all you do is press comma, and it automatically takes the space away, makes it a smaller letter, and puts the comma in, okay? So that's what they're talking about punctuation. It already knows what to do. Dashes and hyphens.
The first letter of a word is a magic spot where Eclipse anticipates your needs, like the need to feeds, like the need to throw in a dash. So when you need a fast dash, just press the hyphen keys, and on the less frequent occasions when you do need a hyphen, just press the shift and hyphen keys together. I need dashes where you see the blue arrows. So I'll place my cursor on the beginning of this word and press the hyphen, and then move over, hyphen.
You see what it's doing? So it's always going to do it behind, okay? It's always going to do it behind your cursor, okay? Remember that. So if you wanted it here, did you say I mean whatever? Then you put it in the wrong spot. Okay? You didn't need it before, you needed it after. So it's always going to come behind your cursor.
Move over, hyphen. And each time it only took one key to insert those dashes. I want to insert hyphens where you see the purple arrows. So I've placed my cursor on the beginning of this word and I'll press shift hyphen. See how the cursor moved over? Shift hyphen, shift hyphen. Let me read.
You do the shift hyphen. Huh?
Couldn't you also just mark all of that and then push shift hyphen?
And you could.
But why would
You
have
could.
to-
But this is telling you, if you want to do it just real quick, then that's how you do it. Shift hyphen.
Oh, because the other one's a dash.
Yeah.
Yeah. So be real careful because if you just push the hyphen, now you put dashes. But with the shift hyphen, now puts hyphens. Okay? Or you can do like Ms. Bertrand said and mark it, then I think you push enter. Enter and it'll put it, enter will put it another way. I think that's how you
Let me
do
try
it.
it real quick.
Yeah.
And then try it yourself.
No, you keep pushing the hyphen. You keep pushing the hyphen and it changes it. It's not the enter, it's the hyphen. Correct?
When I marked it and pressed the hyphen, it hyphenated it as opposed to dashing, so let's try. No, try to do it multiple with the dashes, it just does it at the end.
Huh? When you mark it?
Yeah, if you mark it multiple ones,
Let me see.
I went down into the try exercise at the bottom. So mark multiple ones, and then I tried to, and if you try and do it as a dash,
Oh, it's the lock. Remember? The lock is the one that changed it.
But you really would, well, I guess, if you were to mark more than one word, like if you mark 3 or 4 words in a row, they really wouldn't be a dash.
there really wouldn't be a dash, so that's just done. Okay.
It could be.
Have they changed what they're saying 4
Well-
or 5 times?
I don't know.
Guys, I can show you a transcript I'm working on right now. Holy cow. And that guy's like, okay, did the, well, when she did the class, well, strike that. The first time she went to the class, well, did she get a certificate for the class? All dashes in there,
Fired.
everything. When they're changing their train of thought, that's a dash, okay? They're not commas.
Oh,
I can
no.
tell you that,
No,
yeah.
but I'm saying, like, for example, if you marked capitalization are removed, right? So there's 3 words.
Yeah.
Or capitalization are removed as, right? Those 4 words.
Yeah.
I don't think there's gonna be a dash for it, not unless somebody says, well, okay.
No, not for
All
here.
right.
No.
You know what I mean?
Extra space and capitalization, are they, now if they said, are they, you know what, remove as necessary, then it could be.
Okay.
You know, so if you add a few, more words in there, but you have to listen to what they're saying because it's their train of thought. And sometimes, and my proofreader, will go through there and she's like, and she'll put a question mark. Are you sure there's supposed to be dashes here? Well, I remember how he said it. So you put dashes in there and it completely changes the meaning of that sentence. But it's the way they said it. It's not the way that it reads best. It's the way that they said it. So you have to be careful on punctuation, like I told you guys.
What if they're stuttering? You dash stutters?
If they're bad, no. This guy's kind of the same way. Well, the classes she took, come on, guys. You ain't gonna put 9 does in there or whatever. It just makes it, I may put 2. The thing, blah, blah, blah. You're not gonna put 9 because he went the class. Seriously? You're gonna sit there just really? No. One, it makes the guy look silly. And then, people don't appreciate it. You can put 2 in there and they kind of get the meaning. You stutter a little bit. Now, if it's a video deposition,
Sorry.
yeah, maybe. Because they're going to be seeing this in court. If it goes to court and they're reading the transcript and the guy's like,
His mouth is.
and you have, well, the class went on for 2 hours. And he's, the class went on for 2 hours.
But you
Then.
don't hyphen all those. in
Yeah,
the video.
you probably have to. Yeah.
Because don't they have to link, sync it up to your thing as they go along to the time, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You.
I don't know if this is right, I guess you can, I was told, I guess, in school at some point that you don't do the utterances, if you can tell that they're a chronic stutter, and you'll actually wait for the official enunciation of the full word before you.
Like,
For instance, I have a friend who, he stutters, and the way he starts every sentence is, and
we have an
then-
attorney just like that.
And then he goes, and it's every
And I
sentence.
never
he gets
noticed it
nervous.
until one day. And I don't know if I was just paying more attention that day or whatever, but it's like, and then my client came in and then we talked about the case and then we went, seriously? No, I'm not doing it. You know, I mean, and what he's doing is he's talking as he's thinking, or thinking as he's talking. He's not thinking ahead. So he's with, and guys, that's when you really know. And now this guy comes in and I notice everyone now that I don't put it in there.
Because
I don't
this
put
one,
him in
It's almost like a cyclical, he has to
Yeah.
do it before he can let himself
Yeah.
go through the sentence. And
Yeah.
every time he starts, I think.
And the crazy thing about it is, he's a really smart attorney. He's a really good attorney, but he just thinks better when he's on the fly, I guess. You know, he knows what he wants to say, but he's like, and then and then my client, oh man, is what I want to say.
You just dash it, and you don't put the in every time, you just.
I don't put the uhs in there.
You just dash.
Yeah.
Well, for example, like in her friend's case, for example, if he has to start off his sentence with the you know, so he's
Yeah.
and then it's not even that he starts off with and then I was, you know, and then that's how he gets himself
Yeah.
going.
His is not, sometimes not, it's like, you can't even, what noise.
Well, and that,
is
I mean, that's just stuttering. So I mean, you know,
You wouldn't-
no. And
Unless
I had
that's-
a buddy of mine who was like that too, and it's kind of a funny story. Probably shouldn't say it
No,
on
but
tape or
then they
whatever.
just-
But he was telling a story about his uncle's dog, and he goes, "My uncle's got a dog." And one of the guys were sitting there playing cards or whatever. And one of the guys goes, "Well, by God, how many uncles do you have?" You know, but
So
I mean, so you don't want to do that because it makes it
lowers
look
the
a little silly.
intelligence of
And you
the
know,
person.
you know what they're doing. You know, but if the guy's like the class, and it's on video, yeah, probably have to. But if it's just I just put the dash the whatever, you know, go on, and they kind of get the gist of it.
Play that for you so that you can see how quickly Eclipse can hyphenate a phrase for you. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And these are just 2 ways in which the automatic punctuation features can make your editing more efficient.
Any questions about dashes and hyphens? Pretty easy.
That one that we just went over, that was just another way as opposed to marking it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then locking it. How you do the lock?
Because I didn't get this part, but I know how to do it, and I'm with everything you said.
I think his-
You didn't. You don't know how to do it?
No, I know how to do it,
Okay.
but not what they were just saying right
No, but you didn't know how to do it the way they're doing it right here?
now. No, I just marked it.
Mark it.
Put in my.
Well, it's good to kind of know this way of doing it. Okay?
The first letter of a word is a magic spot where Eclipse needs, like the need to throw in a fast dash, just press the hyphen keys, and on the less frequent occasions when you do need a hyphen, just press the shift and hyphen keys together. I need dashes where you see the blue arrows, so I'll place my cursor on the beginning of this word in hyphen. And each time, it only took 1 key to insert those dashes.
You already know how to do the dashes, right?
Yeah, but how did those dashes get over there when he only marked the first spot?
Where?
Did he shift dash or?
Where?
No, he actually went to the place.
Yeah, I just fast forwarded it.
So he actually put his cursor on I and then he hit the
So
dash.
you put the cursor right there, do the dash, and it does it behind it.
And then he went to
Okay.
excuse and he put the cursor.
How did he get to excuse?
Look, like it's right here. You do the dash, it does a dash.
Okay.
Okay? Back up, takes it off. So you backspace takes it off. Dash puts it on, right behind it. Backspace takes it off. Or oops. Okay? Was that your question?
Yeah, I just saw the dashes in other places too. I didn't know how they got.
Oh, because I fast forwarded it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You want me to replay it?
No.
Thank you.
I want to insert hyphens where you see the purple arrows. So I've placed my cursor on the beginning of this word and I'll press Shift hyphen. See how the cursor moved over? Shift hyphen, Shift hyphen. Let me...
So all it is shift hyphen, and it's gonna do it behind it. Select. Got it?
I'm trying, but it's not.
It's not doing it?
It's a hybrid, right?
Yeah. Yours might have to be function. Shift function.
Oh, man,
Go
that's
shift
what my
function.
chance to do.
Hyphen.
Mine's gotta do that shift function hyphen. That'd be hard. I mean, it never.
Do a hyphen. Is it there? Come back up. Then shift hyphen. Got it? Okay. Any questions about that? That's all we needed to cover on that. So now you know how to do it. So whatever you do is going to do behind it. Okay? Select wherever you have your cursor, it's going to be behind. Ah. And it's the same thing on like quotation marks, and that's what it's saying right here. So if you put your punctuation right here, it's going to put it right there. Okay? So if you want it to end like right here, you're going to have to control over. Oh, too far. And do shift. If that's where you want it to end. Removes preceding end of quotation marks. Okay? But if you want it to start right there, shift, question mark, shift, quotation marks, and that's where it starts it. Okay? And then just backspace to take it off.
Let's see some of the choices that Eclipse Automagic offers relating to punctuation. Words like yes or no are often the start of a paragraph, or perhaps they require some punctuation right before them. Automagic makes it easy to insert any paragraph type, or if I press 1, I'll see that Eclipse would insert the appropriate punctuation mark. Although in this case, Automagic would involve one extra step, the goal is to teach a new user that with your cursor on the first character of a word, Eclipse is ready to insert punctuation for you without requiring several cursor movements or the deletion of some other punctuation before you can insert the new one. If I do insert a comma here, Automagic makes it easy to remove or change this punctuation in case I really needed something different. This sentence should read, I don't know if it is nice. Move or change this punctuation in barring several cursor movements or the deletion of some other punctuation before you can insert the new one. If I do insert a comma here, Automagic...
So you see what it's telling you? It's telling you the same thing that I just said. You have your cursor right here, you put the comma, it puts a comma, leaves a space, leaves it like that. So it just puts the punctuation behind. Same thing that I've been telling you.
It makes it easy to remove or change this punctuation in case I really needed something different. This sentence should read, I don't know if it is nice. The word it is repeated. Automagic offers as its first choice to place a comma in front of this second it. If I press 2, that would insert a dash, which is what I really need here. And if I press 3, that would delete the extra it.
You see what it's telling you?
Well, I just seen, okay, if you go into the CMOS,
Yeah.
oops, sorry. You see, I don't know that, if that's what you want. I don't really get what you're saying, that you turn off the key.
It'll enable when you hold down the function key. Back number line, this key that is enabled by number 1.
I don't know if she's using something else. That's just the emulation. Yeah. So, I mean, and that's through the CMOS, you know, you go in there and you set that off and on, whatever, to enable the,
Can remove the function key if you are running operating system.
hey, can you tell me again, what is it that you?
Because really, like what we have to do,
You have to use this as as another key, not as
see,
a.
like it'll use it as like the lock or the unlock or whatever. So if they want to use F4, then they have to do function F4. See where this is the other way, because it shows you that it's in orange.
Mhm.
It shows you it's in orange. So in order to enable these orange things, you have to push the function, then that.
Right.
The newer computers are the other way around. So in order to do it, you have to push the function key and then the shift, because it has two different things. It has an F10, which on our software
Mhm.
allows you to do something else.
Oh.
But it's also the volume.
Okay,
That's also-
so if you just press the key by itself, it's the lower thing here.
It's the lower thing.
The lower symbol.
But mine is different now. Mine does the upper symbol because Nestor turned it off. I don't know how he did it. I don't know how that guy did it, but he somehow turned it off.
Did
So
it
now
again?
mine does the
Right,
F,
right.
the F sim. the
Okay, now I got you what you're saying, yeah, but this is reverse. This is
Yeah.
reverse. This is, you know, he changed it
Yeah.
because it was this way.
And this one, is this an
Right.
older computer?
Right, yeah.
Okay. And the newer computers have it where the function is the first thing. So,
I mean, look, like, if you can just tell them, get on one of the machines and just Google it, you know, just Google it right now, and then it comes up.
okay,
A bunch of them.
all right.
Okay, I'm sorry, I
Oh,
couldn't help you.
no, don't worry. Thank you, brother. Thank
Okay,
you.
brother.
Appreciate it.
Okay, sorry for
All right.
bringing it up.